welcome. Let's solve for x here, given x to the power 6 equals to 5 to the power 6. Solution. Now let's bring the 5 to the power 6 to the left hand side. So that will be x to the power 6 minus 5 to the power 6 equals to 0. Now when you have a to the power n or to the power t, the same as a to the power nt. So we can adjust this one in the form of this x to the power 3 all squared minus 5 to the power 3 all squared. Okay. Equals to 0. So this one is difference of two squares. So when we have a squared minus b squared, the same as a plus b, a minus b. Okay. So this one is a and this one is b. So we have s cubed plus 5 to the power 3. Then we have s cubed minus 5 to the power 3 equals to 0. So it means this one is equal to 0 and this one is equal to 0. So that will be s cubed plus 5 to the power 3 equal to 0, or s cubed minus 5 cubed equal to 0. Now, following the sum and difference of cubes, when we are given a cube plus b cube, the same as a plus b, we have a squared minus the product of 5 and a plus 5 squared. So this one can be expressed in the form of this. So from here, we can write this one as x plus 5. Then we have x squared minus the product 5x plus 5 squared equals to 0. So with this, we can say x plus 5 equal to 0. Then x squared minus 5x plus 5 squared 25 equal to 0. So from here, x is equal to minus 5. So the first solution here is negative 5. So let's proceed with this as we go by the method of computing of squares. So I would like to send this one to the other side. So that will be x squared minus 5x equals minus 25. So let's take half of coefficient of x squared. So minus 5. So that will be minus 5 on 2 all squared. So let's add this to both sides of the equation. X squared minus 5x plus minus 5 on 2 all squared minus 25 plus minus 5 on 2 all squared. Alright, so from here, this one will match with this. Okay, so that will be x minus 5 on 2 all squared equals to, so this one will be 25 on 4 minus 25. So from here, x minus 5 on 2 all squared is same as, so we can find the LCM here. 4 here, 1 times 25. 1 into 4 is 4 times 25 will be 100. Okay, 25 times 4, 100. Okay, so from here, x minus 5 on 2 squared equals to, so we have the numerator here as minus 75 on 4. So from here, you can take square root. So taking square root, so that will be x minus 5 on 2 equals to plus or minus. So we can write this one as square root of 75 on 4 times square root of minus 1. And don't forget that square root of minus 1 or square root of negative 1, okay, is I. So from complex numbers. So we have x equals to 5 on 2 plus or minus. So we can write this one as square root of 75 on square root of 4 I. So that's that. Okay. So square root of 75 from the calculator is the same as 5 root 3. So we have x equals to 5 on 2 plus or minus. So we have 5 3 I on 2. So that's that. This one has given us 2 and this one has given us 5 3. Okay, so from here we have a common denominators here. So that will be 2 here, 5 plus or minus 5 with 3i. So we have our next two solutions that are complex. Okay, so let's go back and look for the other three solutions since we are expected to get 6 solutions. Okay, so we are done with this. So let's pick this one. S cube minus 5 cube, okay, equals to 0. So we have s cube minus 5 cube equals to 0. So this one becomes the difference of cubes, so which is the same as x minus 5. Then we have x squared plus the product of 5 and x plus 5 squared. So from here, x minus 5 equals 0, or x squared plus 5x plus, so we have 25 plus 5 squared equal to 0. So we have x equals to 5. So that's our fourth solution. So this one also give us the fifth and then sixth solution. Okay, so let's go by the computing of squares method. So that will be x squared plus 5x. So let's send the 25 to the other side, minus 25. Let's take half of the coefficient of x. So that will be 5 on 2. So x squared plus 5x. 5 on 2 squared. 5 on 2 squared minus 25. So that will be x plus 5 on 2 all squared equals to, so this side will be 25 on 4 minus 25. 25 on 4 minus 25. So x plus 5 on 2 all squared. So the LCM here will be 4. So we have 25 minus 100. Okay. So from here, x plus 5 on 2 all squared, we have minus 75 again on 4. So when we take square root on both sides, so that will be x plus 5 on 2 plus or minus. So remember, we've already explained this one. So 75 on 4 times I. So because of the negative one, we've already explained this one. So that will be like 5 on 2 plus or minus. So 5 with 3 on 2. So this one is similar to the first solution. So we have x as minus 5 plus or minus 5 with 3 on 2. So we have the fit and the seed solution here. Alright, thanks for watching.